Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So you joined me on a very congested motorway, so it's not going to be a very dramatic or exciting start to a video, but I thought at least it gives me something to do while I'm driving along at 30 miles an hour in this wonderful traffic, not able to use VTEC in the slightest. As you might be able to see behind me, don't know whether you got a very clear view of it, but I have a set of wheels in the back. They're my new winter wheels. They are just standard ep3 wheels, but they're going to be put on the car later on so I don't destroy the copper motives if we get snow. I don't know whether we will, but people say we will. Today I'm heading over to test fit the cylinder head onto the Micra. Also I've got something very special to show you, which a few people have already seen, because if you follow my blog on the Micra forums, you will have already seen it on there, because I put a sneak peek on there. And then do a few other little bits and bobs and get the Civic ready for winter. Also, speed restrictions just ended, so you know what that means. Every time it's a smile. So, although it's just a silly little thing, I'm going to put my beaks bar back on. This car has currently got the sort of lower arms done on it, but as you can see it's missing the connecting bar between there, because the previous owner thought that that was what was scraping, but it's not, it's the exhaust. And I like the way this looks, so I'm going to bolt this back on. If you ever do one of these on your car yourself, one side is a 13mm nut and the other side is a Allen head. We're just going to whack this back on and then a little bit back to how I like it. So this bar just sits just underneath here, and I'm not sure whether it's a brace or whether it's just aesthetic, but you just sort of pop your bolt through and then whack the nut on the other side. I'm just going to put one nut on both sides just to hold it up there while we're tightening it down. As you can see, there's just one bolt there and then one nut underneath, and that just neatens up the hole underneath of this car, I think. These can be a bit fiddly because of where they are in the beaks bar. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that right or not, but who cares. But because they're in between this little gap, like in this recess, they can be a bit fiddly to put the nuts on. In fact, I bet I'm going to wish I did it the other way, but because I'm a perfectionist, I like to hide the nut rather than hide the Allen head. No, it's not. How am I going to do this then? Right, so I completely made a mess of this. What I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to put the nut on top and put the Allen head underneath, because I'm not going to be able to tighten it up the other way because the anti-roll bar. So I don't know whether this is correct, but it's the way I'm going to do it. Nut on top and then Allen head in the middle. I wouldn't imagine they'd have to be overly tight, to be honest. When that's all bolted up, that's what that looks like under there. I like the way it looks anyway. It looks good from a distance when you get down to the car level. So that's the wheels all changed over, back on the standards, and I mean you can see how bad the original were rubbing, because there isn't any inner guard where there kind of should be. So I'm gonna have to sort that out a bit, like maybe change the tyres or something. But I actually thought this was going to look a hell of a lot worse than it does, because I liked the other wheels so much that putting the standards on I thought was going to basically ruin my car for me, as in because I loved it so much. But I think I can deal with this. It still looks pretty nice. It still sits pretty damn low, to be fair. I mean, it's not slammed, but definitely looks nicer. So yeah, that'll do me through winter. Anyway, I'm going to show you what's been going on with the Micra. So as I mentioned in the previous video, the cylinder head was taken off and you saw all the insides were disgusting. So I've had this acid dipped and it's all shiny and clean and nice. Also the front has been mildly polished to bring it up a little bit so it's not that horrible cast. So that's going to look nice when it's on the actual car, and obviously the bottom's been skimmed and all redone. So that cylinder head is going to look absolutely awesome when it's on the car. It has been stored so it's a little bit dusty, but look at how good my rocker cover's turned out. I think that looks flipping awesome. It's in candy cherry red, and I'm not sure how well you'll see it on the camera, but in person you'll see the glitter in it. I don't know whether you already see it. There you go. The glitter in this colour is absolutely epic. I don't know whether this will even pick up any of the glitter. Hoping it will. But yeah, so I'm just going to pop it in to the actual car and see what it looks like. Guys, now nothing is bolted up. Nothing is put actually properly in place. I've literally just placed everything on the engine. And don't moan at me that the exhaust doesn't line up with the ports, because I know it's actually got the wrong flange on it, because it's got a starlet flange on at the moment, and I've got to get a micro flange welded to it. But at least it gives me an idea of what this thing is going to look like when it's built. And I have to say, this bay needs to be painted, because how nice the engine looks in this, and the camera will not do justice, I know that, but how nice this engine looks, it's going to look stupid with the actual, it's going to look stupid if the bay ain't painted. Anyway, I'm going to put a few little random clips in so you can see what this thing looks like. Let me know what you think down below. Sorry, but I'm stoked how that looks. It's come out better than I could ever imagine. If you can see it in person, I hope one day obviously you'll see us a show or something like that. I hope that you come take a look at the engine bay, because that is absolutely epic. It doesn't even look like a layer of paint, it looks like a gel, because it's such a 3D effect across the whole top. It's epic. And this manifold, shout out to my man who made it, because it's epic as well. The way it looks is sick, and where this screamer pipe's going to sit, where the external wastegate will sit, is about here. So we're going to have a red external wastegate with the dump pipe out the bonnet, which will look mental as well. I cannot wait to hear this thing start and to see what this thing can do when it's on the track. But obviously now I hope you can see that this thing is going to look mental as well as perform. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and there will be more videos hopefully next week. So now the Civic's back in winter mode, I have got one little thing that I haven't done to it, but I don't know where it's gone, so when I find it, I'm sure I'll put it in one of the videos. But there will be more videos on the Civic. I've got a few things planned for it. I've got the rocker cover to be painted and a few other things that are going to be done nice to it. So when that's done, obviously I'll update it. I am going to be doing a review on what I think of the Civic overall, and it won't be biased even though I own one, but obviously it shows that I like them. But I'm going to do what I hate and love about the car. And obviously there's more to come on the Micra eventually. That's going to be slower progress as it's freezing to work on through the winter, but I still will be making progress on it. Anyway guys, if you could do me a massive favour and hit that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and turn notifications on so you get notified every single time I upload. Thank you very much for the continued support guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.